All right.
And we are live and we're broadcasting and recording at the same time.
Awesome.
Hello, everyone. I am Ben, and you are.
My TP.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Sorry about that. I'm watching my nephew, so probably like in the other videos you've seen, I will kind of be back and forth a bit. It should be time for him to be getting ready for bed soon.
So, yeah, this is, as the title says, this is going to be our last hangout for a while because the day after tomorrow, I start a full-time job, and I do
Yay!
not I do not know when I will have the time to do a live hangout or a live broadcast with Zenith. So this last live hangout was a spur of the moment thing because I just wanted to do one last hangout before I start to become busy.
And
So
it's a good thing you did because since I don't have to work tonight or anything like that. So yeah, so yeah, it's unfortunate that I have to watch my nephew as well, but not much you can really do about that.
yeah,
Uh,
you're right.
yeah.
And I got some little advertising to do because I do have let me drop the lower thirds for a second. I do have a Tokyo Tonight T-shirt. Um, there's a YouTuber I follow. His name is Hiko Saemon. That's also the name of his channel. And every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, he does a live YouTube broadcast called Tokyo Tonight. And I got his T-shirt. His T-shirt, you just go to Gimmeabreakman, I guess. Let me look up the link. Let's see. It's over here. It's a merchandise online store. It's givemeabreakman.spreadshirt.com. That's the website to actually get your own Tokyo Tonight T-shirt, and also Give Me a Break Man. Give Me a Break Man is also a YouTuber I follow as well. You can go to Give Me a Break Man on YouTube, and you can also go to Give Me a Flake Man. So since I have the Tokyo Tonight T-shirt, I just had to advertise Give Me a Flake Man and Give Me a Break Man's YouTube channel and his Spreadshirt website. And I also have had to shout out Hiko Saemon and his Tokyo Tonight show every Sunday morning, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So, what is our topic for tonight?
Our topic for tonight is actually something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while because I'm just so tired of seeing all the different posts for it. And I told Ben right before he first contacted me tonight that I had just finished making a video. It wasn't about this particular topic because I had a few other things on my mind. So I thought I was going to have to do a separate video for later, but since Ben's here, we might as well go ahead and talk about it. And I wanted to make sure Ben would be a little more comfortable with it because I know this isn't exactly something that guys like to talk about, but it's just such a big issue that I wouldn't mind, debating with somebody else about it. So the topic that we'll be talking tonight is the controversy when it comes to actually breastfeeding children. And there just been a lot of parenting.
You have to repeat that again because you kind of broke up.
Which part?
The last sentence.
What was the last sentence? I don't remember.
About parenting. Something about parenting.
Right. I've just been noticing so many different articles of parent shaming, Oh, you got the hat.
Yes, I do. I got a YouTube hat. You can just go to Google, search in Google accessory store, and you can get yourself to. So what was it? Was this about bad parenting?
Parent shaming.
Parent shaming?
Yes, basically a lot of mothers nowadays have been getting, have been getting picked on and bullied a lot lately for breastfeeding their children. And the reason I wanted to talk about it so much is because, well, first of all, I'm just getting tired of it altogether. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but apparently it is. And the last two articles that I read recently were on sheknows.com, and we'll try to get the link posted in the description at some point. So the first article I read was a mother and her friends were kicked out of a restaurant because she was breastfeeding. Apparently, I'm so sorry. Give me a minute, please.
All right. For the two people who are watching, we're going to take a little break because has to take care of her little nephew. So we'll be right back in about 2 minutes or so.
I'm sorry about that.
And we're back in less than 60 seconds. All right, so you were talking about people being kicked out.
Yes, the first article I read was the mother that had gotten kicked out of a restaurant because she was breastfeeding her child. Apparently, what had happened is that she was feeding her child, and the waitress came over, and you'll have to wait. But the waitress came over and basically told her that she was offending the other patrons. And the owner got in on it and several customers. And it was they're basically bullying her. And she and the people she was with eventually got kicked out of the restaurant over it. So that was the first article. And the second article I read was actually earlier today when a mother in the UK put herself in a corner somewhere so that she can have some privacy while feeding her child. And the security guard and this is really messed up. The security guard had come over and first of all, I tried to tell her to stop. And when she refused to do it, this guy actually, then this is according to her, she said this guy actually took the baby from her while it was feeding off of her and walked away with the child. Now, Of course, she went after him because who does that? Who does that? And I said it was just really bad. And I said there have been just so many different articles and been on the news about how these mothers today are getting slammed because of it. That I just wanted to make a video about it and talk about it, but like I said, I got a little sidetracked, so I think this would be a good time to discuss it.
Okay, yeah, I'm available to discuss it.
Can you be available in another 2 minutes because my nephew is now banging at my door.
Yes, we'll take another 2-minute break. And
this is the perks when it comes to babysitting. All right, I'm back again. Oh, goodness. All right, Ben, I'm back.
Okay, and I'm back. We're both back. All right. So where'd you leave off?
My nephew had somehow hit the pause button on his TV, and I had to unpause it.
Okay.
I'm sorry I managed to do, but whatever. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I apologize. I'm probably going to be doing this several times.
But, yeah, once again, this is a last-minute spur type of a moment live broadcast because in 2 days from now, I'll be starting my full-time job, and we don't know when we're going to be able to do a live hangout in the future.
All right. So, anyway, back to the article. Yeah. So the first article was a woman had gotten kicked out of a restaurant for breastfeeding, and another woman in the UK, which is the article I read this morning, a security guard had bullied her about it and had actually allegedly taken the child out of her arms while she was breastfeeding. And the child had already grown a couple of teeth, so you can imagine it must have hurt. But yeah, so there's just been such a big issue lately when it comes to breastfeeding, which honestly I don't fully understand why it's such a big deal. I mean, I can guess at some point that some people might be getting a bit offended by it, and this is completely my opinion. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just playing with the kittens because I'm possibly tomorrow going to have to take them to a shelter. I've been really upset about that. But so like I said, the reason I think it's such a big deal nowadays, I said my opinion only. You don't have to agree with me or not. But I think with all these new age feminist movements, women are just doing things. They're being a little more bold about things that they probably shouldn't be. And I think breastfeeding is one of them. I don't have any kids or anything, but my brother and sister are, 10 plus years younger than me. So I remember my mom breastfeeding them when they were babies. And she breastfed out in public, but I don't recall her ever getting, shamed for it or anything like that. She'd either pump before we left the house.
Okay.
She had a baby blanket that she put over her shoulder and cover the baby with. Or she would, if we were out somewhere, she would either stay at the car to feed them or go into the bathroom or something.
Okay.
And, these women nowadays are acting like covering them with a baby blanket is going to smother them or something. And I'm thinking, have you felt a baby blanket? They're pretty light. So you can't smother the baby. Huh?
Yeah, baby blankets are very light, but they still are heavy enough to keep the baby warm.
Like I said, my mom was able to do it, and of course, it's not like you're gonna fully cover everything. You're gonna definitely leave enough of a gap.
Take over. I'll be right back. You just keep on telling everyone what you're talking about. I'll just be right back.
Cool. But yeah, when the baby blanket was put on, my mother would definitely leave a big enough of a gap in the hole so that my brother or sister could definitely breathe while they were feeding. I remember that specifically, and it just wasn't that big of a deal. I don't remember her ever getting slammed for it or anything, and I'm sure my older sister did when she would be feeding my nieces and nephews. And, these women are making it seem like, and, I understand where they might be coming from with all the bullying. They try to make it look like people are telling them not to feed their child. I mean, there's a Facebook page or something like that that says free to feed or something like that. Like they want their right to feed the baby. And the way I see it is that I don't see anybody actually taking away their right to feed the child. I don't think anybody has said anything like that before. I think it's just the way it's being done. Like a lot of women nowadays are just whipping it out, and nobody really wants to see that. I remember a few years ago when I was working at Olive Garden in Pennsylvania, a woman did just that, just whipped it right on out, and and the sad, and that wasn't even the worst part. I think the worst part was the kid was definitely not an infant. He had to be at least 2 years old. Way too old.
Then I would have to say you have to go somewhere private, because my
mom would go into the bathroom or back to the car.
What is that crawling on your wall by the window?
That's a cockroach. Ah, shit! Ugh, Oliver, get it. Get it, Oliver. There are no mice in this house, so get the bug. There you go. Oh, he had it. There you go, number 4, get it.
So that's a cockroach that you have?
Yes, my house is full of them.
Oh, wow. Yeah, like a 2-year-old. I think it's
my bed or crawled on me. Well, that made for some good entertainment, right, people?
Give me a thumbs up for a cockroach, please. And if you're watching live, leave a comment in the comment section right over there.
Yeah, feel free to
no, comment section's over here. If you're watching live, comment section's right over there. And if you're watching the recorded version, leave a comment for the cockroach down below.
Anyways.
All right. Back on topic.
Yeah, back to that.
I used to watch Great Adventure.
Right. My mom had no problem, as far as breastfeeding out in public, because she was, and I think this is the issue. Like I said, it's not so much that nobody wants these moms to feed their children. Of course they do. That's not the problem. The problem is that I think these women are just not being courteous enough to those around them that might be uncomfortable with it. And that's where I think the overall problem lies. It's not feeding the child. It's about being courteous to others around you that might be a little uncomfortable with it. There was another issue at a Walmart somewhere where a woman was asked to leave because she was breastfeeding. And she retaliated by gathering other new moms. And they, of course, were just walking around, feeding their children and handing people out brochures, trying to educate them on breastfeeding. I don't think anyone needs to be educated on breastfeeding. We all know what it is.
Yeah, it's feeding your baby.
Right. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with feeding the baby. It's just the way it's being done. And then they try to use the excuse, well, you're all just saying that because, there are boobs and people sexualize boobs. And of course, there you got the magazines and all that other kind of stuff. Yeah, and not everybody likes those either. I mean, I'm one of them. I don't like looking at magazine covers when, everything's just hanging out. Not that I don't have anything against cleavage or anything. I mean, there's a way of doing it that can determine whether or not you look classy or trashy about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want to say
it. To me, it's different. Like, not because I'm a guy or anything. The reason why I put the Six Flags hat on is proof that I used to work at Six Flags Great Adventure.
Right.
I would see moms all the time with their families. And they'll be out in the park. Their kids will be, running around, having fun. And the moms would have these infants around. And Yeah, the moms will like lift off their shirt and breastfeed their babies. Like, honestly, I'm open to it because you do need to feed your baby, but if you're like, I think it's okay to breastfeed in a public place because if you're at a restaurant, it's perfectly fine to breastfeed at the table because the whole family is eating together, and at least the whole family is, getting along. I guess like it should be normal for moms to breastfeed in public. Like, to me, I don't think it's disgusting or immature at all. I just think it's natural. Like, what's disgusting about, like, to me, what's disgusting about it? Like, to me, in my open opinion, I think mom should go in for breastfeed because at least no one else is touching the breast. At least it's just the mom and the baby. And at least the mom, after she's done breastfeeding, she could go into the bathroom and wash her hands.
No, I totally understand what you're saying. Listen, I don't have anything against it either because I watched my mom do it. But like, it's just that, unfortunately, there are people that, aren't as open or as comfortable with it. And even though we may not like it, sometimes you just have to respect that. But it's a two-way street. These people need to respect the fact that these moms aren't doing anything other than feeding their children, which is nothing wrong with that. And the moms should be a little more courteous to people who may not be as comfortable with it. So, but like I said, that's, this is why it's such a big issue. At the same time, these moms don't deserve to be bullied about it.
No.
That's what's so hard. They don't deserve that at all. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how people are going about it nowadays.
Yeah, I like to people watch and stuff like that. I like out of the many years I've been people watching since I was like 13. Like, I've been watching the older generation when I was like in my teens, and the older generation, like, they had no problem going out in public breastfeeding. No one would. What was that?
No, I said exactly. What's that? My mom didn't have a problem with it, and because how old was I? I was 10 when my brother was born. So back then, no, it wasn't a big deal at all. It really wasn't.
No. Like, back then, everyone knew that moms had babies, so sooner or later, they're going to whip out their breast and start breastfeeding in the restaurant. And back then, owners, and the people who work there never had a problem. It seems like the last 5 years, there has
stuff going around now.
What was that?
There's too much new age stuff going around. I mean, I saw another article about a woman at a department store who took a picture of a woman carrying her 5-year-old child around in some kind of garment. Apparently, this is called baby wearing. Another new age thing I don't get.
What was it called? Because you kind of broke up there.
It's called baby wearing now.
Okay.
Which is basically what was just, you're wearing a garment that carries the infant around. But this is a 5-year-old. And the mother got made fun of for it. And it just blew up over that too. Now, now there's a little bit that I agree with on that. The kid is 5. My parents would not carry me around when I was 5. Nothing. But like I said, there's just all this new age stuff going on that, people are just becoming less tolerant of things nowadays. And I just don't get it. There's nothing really that different about what these new moms are doing. It's just that they've been given new names or new references, and it's just ridiculous.
Like, I see society just going downhill. There's too much criticism these days. Like back when I was like 8 years old, the older generation had it very easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna have it tougher when we start our families. We're gonna have it a lot tougher.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if this is how people are acting now, dang, how's it going to be when I have kids? Because I'll be feeding them out. I mean, I'm probably going to be doing the same thing my mom did. I'm going to definitely try to be courteous of people around me that may not be comfortable with it. But like I said, if this is what's going on now, how's it going to be in 5, 10 more years?
Yeah. Like, it's totally okay for the Kardashians or people on reality TV to show off their boobs and stuff.
Exactly.
But why is it not okay for, like, say if I'm a girl and say if I lift off my shirt and show my tits here on YouTube, it's not okay. Or say,
pulled my top down, I'm like, no.
Say if I go outside to cut grass topless, if I was a girl and had boobs, I probably would get the cops called on me and get.
Unless you lived in a nudist colony, then it'd be fine. But I mean,
I'm just trying to give an example.
There's no way that would be allowed.
Yeah.
But let's say all these women are feeding their kids, and there's nothing inappropriate about it. Well, yeah, I totally get it. These celebrities and whatnot, they're just whipping it out and whatnot and showing it off. There was that one article that Kim did where she was just completely naked, and because there was some controversy around that, they were wondering what kind of, they were shaming her as a mom and wondering what kind of example she was setting, for her daughter when she got older and everything.
Yeah.
But to me, that's one thing. It's another when you're breastfeeding, because you're actually doing something productive. You're feeding your child. You're not just showing.
When you're breastfeeding, you're doing something that is beneficial for your young born. Like, yeah, they're probably, you probably don't feel like carrying baby formula around. So, like, back in the 70s and 60s, that's all they had was breasts. Like, they didn't have a variety of formula out there. All moms did back in the 70s, 60s, 50s, they all just breastfed. And it's perfectly normal to do it out in public, home, wherever. Yeah,
this is, women have been breastfeeding for years, but it's just within these past few years that suddenly it's becoming a problem.
Like if you go to the zoo and you go by the gorilla cage, you'll see the mama gorillas with their breasts. You don't see the zookeepers covering them up. And if the gorillas have babies, you'll see the gorillas breastfeeding their babies right there in the live cage. So it shows us.
I haven't seen that. I watched the gorilla pee once.
Well, I'm just giving an example though.
I know what you're saying. I totally get it. I just can't. Hello, sweetheart. You want to say hi? No. I'm probably not going to see you again after this.
Hold on. You're breaking up. All right, I think we got you back. Say what you were saying.
Nothing. Nothing. But no, I totally agree with you. Women have been breastfeeding for decades, if not centuries, probably centuries.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's just now it's suddenly becoming a big deal. There's just too much new age stuff going on.
If it's a little noisy, I just turned on my air conditioner.
Oh, I don't hear it.
Okay.
No, but yeah, and nowadays it's just becoming a big deal, and I feel bad for these moms, Yeah.
Like, just the other day, I heard on a radio show, just a local radio show, and since it's summertime, there's a lot of women that go out with no bras on. And I guess with certain types of tops, I guess, that women use, they have nipple pads or something. I'm not sure.
No, they have them. I know what you're talking about. I've seen them in the store. No, it's one of the things I like about not being in Philly. Summertime, yeah, women just I couldn't stand watching how they dress. It just wasn't good. I just didn't like looking at it. And this is whether the boobs were out or not. I just didn't like the way they were dressing because it just wasn't flattering. It made them look really trashy.
This the way that they were dressing.
Yeah, because I'm not a fashionista or anything, but
me neither. Yeah, like what you see I'm the average Joe. Like, yeah, I'm advertising Tokyo Tonight, and I'm advertising YouTube. That's all I wear.
And I'm just wearing a regular white tank and a sports bra and shorts. Because
I'm just wearing a t-shirt and I'm wearing pants.
Yeah.
I'm wearing jeans.
I'm at home and I'm not doing anything, but when I go out, I definitely try to make sure that I look decent. I probably because I've watched a lot of fashion shows and whatnot that try to teach people how to wear their clothes properly. Some of that stuff, just resonates with me. And then when I go out in public and I see women wearing their clothes incorrectly, I'm like, that doesn't go with that. That's too tight. That's too short. That thing is way too small on you. And that's just running through my head.
Yeah. Like,
I try to make sure that in my clothing myself. Like
what I was saying about the radio show I heard a couple days ago.
Okay.
This woman, she calls into the radio show about during the summer months because bras are too hot, basically. And there's some shirts that girls wear that don't have nipple padding or and stuff like that. And this girl's like 23 years old or 21 years old that's calling into the radio show. Goes, she literally thinks it's disgusting for girls to go out braless and their nipples like poking through their shirts and stuff.
Yeah, I know it. That's why I wear padded bras. I poke through everything, whether it's hot or cold. But no, I totally know what you're talking. There are some women that can get away with it. I've seen it. If you're small enough, and I said, I have seen some girls wear some tops with clearly no bra underneath, and some can get away with it, but I've seen way more that can't. I mean, you got to see down here, and sometimes I have a night job, and it's on the lake. And some of these women clearly should not be in what they're wearing, or they should wear something to cover up, and they don't. But we don't have no shirt, no shoes policy or anything like that. So,
like me being a guy, like I'm just being open-minded. I'm not just being a guy, but I'm okay with girls, being natural outside. Like if you want to, if it's too hot, you don't have to wear a bra. If you want to show off what you got, go ahead, because it's it's a free world. And
say you're a guy now.
No, I'm just being open here. I'm just trying to be open.
But that's your opinion from a guy's perspective. Now,
you're breaking up. I didn't hear that last part.
No, I said that's your perspective as a guy, which I'm that's good that you're more open. That you're more open-minded about it. But like I said, as a girl and knowing the importance of wearing a bra, regardless on how hot it is, they're just some. I say if you're a certain size, sometimes you can get away with that. But if you're larger, there are just some things you really don't want to see, and it's not so. It's not so much about I'm not sure how to quite say this, but when you're larger, you need to wear a bra. There's just, if you're uncomfortable with your bra, you can always find one that, that breathes better for you, because they do have them. So, I mean, the whole thing that our bras are hot. I think that's an excuse because they make bras with more breathable material, and that you can be comfortable in, and but I
We
mean,
lost you for a second. You just completely dropped out.
oh, okay,
What did you say?
that depends where you dropped me off at.
I forget.
No, I was saying that that you said women were saying that the bras were too hot.
Yeah.
And I basically said that's a load of crap because they make bras with more breathable material now that can be, they can be supportive and, like I said, still breathable. The heat shouldn't bother you. But I think you have to be a certain size in order to get away with walking around braless.
Okay.
I mean, because I've walked braless around my house, and honestly, if you have to move around a lot, then of course they move around a lot, and sometimes that's not very comfortable. But yeah, that's an excuse. You said she was how old?
Oh, the girl that called in, like she was calling in complaining about girls that don't wear bras or nipple padding in their shirts.
Well, I'd probably have to agree with her on that because I've seen it too much, and it's not very becoming. I understand the freedom of it, especially when you've been wearing a bra all day and you come home and you take it off, and listen, I know the feeling. It hurts most of the time for a few minutes, but no, I get it. But I mean, being out in public, like I said,
What exactly hurts? Because I'm a guy, and
first of all, the band usually hurts a little bit, but that's a sizing issue. But it's the fact that, like I'm a 36 double D, so they're rather large, and when they're being held up all day long,
it hurts the straps.
Yeah, when they finally come down, it hurts. It hurts. So yeah, that's pretty much what happens. And it's not so much the pain because it's like it's painful, but at the same time, it's such a relief.
Okay.
It's a real relief. But yeah, that's how it is. Like it would be like I don't know how. I would say like if you were holding up 2 cans or 2 melons and you were just holding them up for what 6 to 8 hours. You just held them up, and when you finally got a chance to drop them, I mean, there might be a little bit of pain, but it's gonna feel so good to just let them go. That's how it is.
Like
Hey, sweetie.
I never touched a woman's breast, so I don't know how heavy they actually are and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted you to explain it more, because I never really been intimate with a girl.
Oh, well, the next time
like,
you have
because I know, like, I have all my friends, they all had sex. I'm like 26 years old. Yes, I'm gonna be honest. I never had sex, never been intimate with a girl.
Hey, I got more on you.
What?
I said I'm 28 and I still haven't, so I got more on you.
You haven't been intimate with a guy?
Well, I mean, I have, but I haven't gone all the way.
Okay.
I'd probably say I probably went second base-ish. Well, I would call it first and a half.
Okay.
First boyfriend.
I never made it to any base. Well, maybe
made to first. You've never Frenched?
Once.
Okay, so
once. And I wouldn't. I don't know.
Like I said, if you ever go to the grocery store, buy like 2 of those large cans of soup, and then just hold them like that for a couple of minutes. You'll eventually begin to feel a bit of weight, and then set them down again. Like I said, I
used to be on a bowling team, so I guess I kind of.
That's well, maybe not in my case, but I mean the point of it is, imagine having to hold those up for 6, 8, 12 hours every day. It not only gets tiring after a while, but like I said, once you finally let them drop, there's just that painful kind of relief. Which is why, when I come home, I have just these wireless sports bras that they don't support me or anything, but they at least hold me in for a minute, and just those.
Why is it because they're uncomfortable? Is it you that's uncomfortable walking around with no bra?
No, it's not about being uncomfortable. It's about after a while, it gets tiring.
Okay.
Like you'll see women who have hi sweetheart, women who get breast reductions because their spines just can't take that weight. It's like if you were to hold up a board and put 2 water balloons on it, if you let that board go, it's just gonna fall over. But when you're holding it up, you can feel the strain of it wanting to go forward, but you have to hold it up.
Okay.
And that can get painful for some women's backs if they don't have a strong enough spine.
I see. I'm starting to understand.
Oh yeah, it's just, I mean, for guys that just look at it as a sexual thing, these things are actually require a bit of work.
like I was brought up to be an open-minded person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm not judgmental, and that's why I'm open about everything. Like I'm even open enough to learn about stuff too.
Hey, you might as well, for when you get your girlfriend or a wife or something, and she wants to talk about, oh, you don't understand. I'm like, you can be like, I kind of do, because I have friends who will tell me, but honestly, yeah, that's what it's like. And it's like for the guys that just think breasts are just a sexual thing. No, they're a lot more than that. And of course, when you have children and you start breastfeeding, of course they're going to get bigger because now they're filling up with milk. So that's even more weight for you, and which and causes even more back pain. Like I said, I don't have any kids yet. I don't plan on having any for a while, but it's something I'm looking forward to it as part of the bonding experience that comes with it. From what I can clearly see, as I did with my mom and my older sister, but the pain that's going to come with it, that might be a bit much. But yeah.
Now another thing is, like, I'm gonna get a little graphic or a little too personal, I guess.
Yeah, we're adults.
When you are carrying the baby, do women's nipples do they actually get darker? Because I heard that somewhere, and I don't know if I don't know if it's a myth or not.
Sometimes, yeah, it depends, because everyone's bodies are different. So I don't remember if my mom or my sister said that happened to them, but I have heard it happen. Okay. So everyone's bodies are different. I mean, even around, I hate to say it, but that time of the month, that might happen, I've heard. I mean, my sister says her breasts even get tender, and I said mine don't, and she thought that was weird. But yeah, everyone's bodies are different, so no, it's not a myth.
Yeah,
it just won't happen to everybody.
And I want to go. Yeah, I noticed by just generally people watching, like I see a lot of women. They go out and about with no underwear on. Like they wear so very tight pants where you can actually see that they're not wearing any underwear, but they are wearing a bra. Why is it in most cases girls go out with no underwear, but they always 100% go out with a bra? Do you know why that is?
Well, first
or if anyone who is watching, you want to put it in the live comment section right here. If you're watching this, the pre-recorded version.
Yeah, we're basically having an anatomy class.
What's that?
So we're basically having an anatomy class.
Yep.
But, I honestly couldn't tell you why they would go commando.
Have you noticed that, like, just in everyday life, if you were people watching?
I don't really get to people watch as much as I could, but I mean, you don't know. Maybe they're not going commando. They might just be wearing seamless underwear that is specifically designed so that you can't see it. Um, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you why. I don't know. Maybe it's just because of the outfit they're wearing that it's probably best not to wear it or else you will see it. So I don't really know.
Okay.
I know what I want to say, but I'm not going to say it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying too. Well, we both, me and her, we could both, me and Zenith can actually read each other's minds, so that's why we're not saying anything.
What am I thinking about right now?
Well, I don't know exactly what you're thinking about, but I know. Well,
Really,
I knew what you wanted to say, but I know you prefer not to say it.
text it to me. I want to see if you got it right.
All right. Um. All right, I had to go real fast. Let's see.
No, take your time. I'm
All
based.
right. Am
Okay.
I right?
I don't know. I gotta check it real quick. Let's see. Not in so many words, but yeah, kinda. Yeah, that yeah, you pretty much got it right. I really wouldn't have used that word, but yeah, that was pretty much it. So yeah. Can't really explain that one. I've never done it.
Me neither. Like,
Well, kind of done. I have a particular body shaper that I wear that has a has a hole down there, so I can't wear any underwear with it because it allows me to be able to use the bathroom without having to take it off.
okay.
You okay?
Like, like with me, I don't like to go command. I find it uncomfortable for me. Like, I just find it just very uncomfortable. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, I just find it uncomfortable.
Well, that's okay. I mean, there are some guys that do and some that don't, so it's cool either way.
Yep.
Hey, what do you say we take a break real quick? Because it is 9 o'clock, which means Matthew needs to be getting to bed right now.
All right. Yeah, we could take a few-minute break.
Quick. All right, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Yep. And for those of you guys that don't know, if you want to watch Tokyo Tonight, it's every Sunday morning, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the YouTube channel called Hiko Saemon. And if you want your very own Tokyo Tonight t-shirt, you just go to Gimmeabreakman spreadshirt.com and t-shirt. And also subscribe to the Hiko Saemon channel. Subscribe to Gimmeabreakman channel. Subscribe to Gimmeaflightman channel. Subscribe to the thePhoenixQueen's YouTube channel down below. And all the links are down below. And we're going to take a couple-minute break and just stick with us because we'll be right back. And if you have any comments you want to put, since we're broadcasting live, the comment section is right over here. And if you're watching the recorded version of our last Hangout for a while, you can also put your comments down in the comment section below during the recorded version of this program. And we'll be right back. And if there's video quality issues, I think the video quality issues are coming from my router that is downstairs. So video quality on my internet router that's downstairs. And we are back.
Hey, yeah, I had to. Thankfully, he has settled down, and I just gave him some medicine, and he's watching TV. So he should be.
All right. Yeah, so before we took our break, we were talking about breastfeeding, and we're also talking about women go around braless and stuff, and why they do and why some don't. And Zenas thinks girls should keep their keep their bras on while they're out and about on a hot summer day. I think that girls should, if they're hot, go around braless. That's my open opinion, because to me, I think just showing off your body in general is natural, because you're born naked and stuff, and you also die naked and get buried naked.
Not really. Well, I mean, and that's your opinion, which is great. And my opinion on the matter is that sure, show off your body, but just do it in a way that flatters you. I mean, because nobody wants to be thought of as, a slut or a tramp or anything.
Yeah.
And everyone, of course, wants to be taken seriously with other people. Unless you're one of those goofy types that just really don't care. But
I'm the type of guy who doesn't care.
No, that's that's okay.
Like, I'm not trying to be a guy. I'm not trying to be, I like girls that are trashy, I guess. I don't mean it in offense. I'm just calling it as it is. Like,
No, it's fine.
I like girls who look natural and not afraid to show off that they are a natural woman that has normal body parts.
No, it's not that. No, I was saying, that's perfectly fine. It's just that, with some people, or maybe if you're in a situation where you want to be taken seriously, your appearance will basically, it's all about that first impression. Sometimes you have to forego the whole, I don't care what people think of me kind of thing, at least just for a little while. At least for a little while. Dude, how many hats do you have?
3.
Oh, you've been switching up like several times. Like, how many hats does this guy have? But no, it's just, it's about making, if you're in a certain situation that you want to be taken seriously, you should at least try to make a good first impression.
Yeah.
And then once you've gotten all that out of the way, you can go ahead and be whoever you want.
Yeah, I understand that completely. Like, yeah, for a job interview, if you're hanging out with your friends, yes, you should, dress how you like. But if you're going for a job interview and stuff, I think you should actually
Look professional.
Look professional. But if you're just out out enjoying yourself on a nice summer day, be yourself. Who cares?
What?
All right, I'll show you how many hats I have. I'm a guy with many colored hats.
You spilled on your bed? Ugh.
Yeah, all right.
Make sure you lie down on a dry part, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, go lie down, watch TV because it's time for bed.
All right. This is my first hat. I got this when I worked at Six Flags Great Adventure. And while the camera's on Zenith, I always change my hat. This is my second hat from the Google accessory store. And this is my third hat I have.
Oh, you have 2 YouTube hats.
Yes, I do. This was my first, where I got last week, and I got this one today. I have to take the hat actually too big for me to get them sized for my own head, because in the Google accessory store, they don't give you a size to put on or a size to order with. So I have to take both of these hats somewhere to get them fitted right.
Okay, cool.
And this Six Flags hat is actually fitted perfectly for me.
Did you even notice the new kitten?
Yep, you got a new kitten?
Yeah, well, I didn't get her. What happened is my sister's dog cornered her in the bushes outside.
Okay.
And, her son's father brought her in. I guess he thought it was the one that I lost, but she's definitely not. The one I lost was all black. She looks more like Callie than the others. So.
Now, is that one a calico?
Yeah, I believe she is. She's definitely. I'm pretty sure she's a calico because Callie's a tortoiseshell colored.
Okay.
And plus, this one's fluffy. I've always wanted a fluffy cat. So, yeah, she's been good. For the most part, she's already litter trained, or at least she seems that way. She hasn't had that much of a problem yet, and she's really just been trying to fit in with the other cats. But of course, cats are territorial. She's new, so the others really haven't accepted her. Oliver so far is the only one who's warmed up to her now. He
What was that? You broke up so far, Oliver, and you broke up.
Oliver is the only one that's accepted her. He has allowed her to lie with him or lie near him, and I saw him grooming her earlier, so that's good, right, Oliver? Because right now he's in his usual spot at the foot of my bed. But yeah, so while I'm really upset about taking the other two to a shelter, you know, I'll have her
Okay.
and the other three. So
Why? Why do you have to? Oh yeah, your finances aren't up to snuff to keep all of them.
well, not only that, if I had my own, if this was my house and my house alone, like if I just lived here by myself, yeah, I'd keep them.
Okay.
But unfortunately, that's not the case, and I can't have so many pets.
I thought you told me before you got you're happy to have your own house. Like
This was my house.
what was that?
I said if this was my house,
Okay.
but it's not mine alone. I share it with my sister. Both of our names are on the house.
Okay.
My house alone. I said if I did have my own house,
You would.
yeah, yeah. But that's like I said, that's not the case. And one of the things when I was talking to my mom on the phone, she called because she had seen my Facebook post of how I was upset about having to take them to the shelter, and my Wii had gotten stolen.
Okay.
At least I believe it was stolen. I wanted to get it out and set it up in my room because I'm trying to lose weight for my cruise. So I wanted to get that out because I have or I had a Zumba video game on it,
Okay.
and I wanted to throw that back into my routine. But then when I went to go get it, it wasn't in there. Like I had put it back in its original box, and it was not there. And I don't remember taking it out or unpacking it because wouldn't have had anywhere to put it really.
Okay.
But
we got 2 comments from Vitor Palady, and he's using a translator, the Google Translate for the video that's usually on the bottom of the screen.
right.
So he asked what we're doing a live broadcast. Well, it's our last live broadcast that we're doing because in a couple of days I'll have to start my full-time job. So this is me and Zena's last hangout that we're doing for a while. And we're just talking about breastfeeding in public and stuff like that.
And a few issues that kind of tie into it a little bit.
What's that?
I said, and a few issues that kind of tied into it, but still veered away from it. And now we're gradually getting onto other things, as we usually do.
I thought, what I was talking about was relevant for the same topic as well.
No, it was. I said it tied into it. It tied into it. Like you can, like even when you say you digress from something, if you think back to how you got from the start of your conversation to where you got, you can sometimes find out, okay, I talked about this because this happened, and I talked about this because this happened, which led to my original subject. So yeah, I find myself doing that a lot.
Yeah. So I'm going to say this so YouTube Translator can actually pick it up. YouTube / Google Translate doesn't work properly. Google Translate on YouTube videos sucks ass.
Oh, boy.
Google, if you're watching this live, fix your Google Translate because your Google Translate sucks ass. Google Translate on live YouTube videos sucks ass. Even on the recorded version of this live broadcast, the Google Translate is still gonna suck ass.
You can just say it sucks. You don't have to. I think you get it.
I'm just trying to be funny too.
What are you doing?
So yeah, Vitor Palady, if you're still watching, yeah, Google Translate sucks, but just bear with us if you're still watching. All right. So yeah, we were talking about breastfeeding and stuff like that. I'm totally for it because I'm a natural type of guy. Like, I'm open-minded, and being naked, if you're just butt naked in public, like at a nudist colony or something, that's totally normal because we're all brought into the world naked. And you shouldn't be afraid to, be out in your birthday suit. I'm just being honest.
And as for me, because I'm the type of person that's usually tries to, I'm not going to say I try to side with one or the other. I try to find balance in both. I do that a lot lately. I'm totally fine with breastfeeding. Nothing against it whatsoever. But as far as for the other people, I would hope that the women who are breastfeeding would just be a little more courteous to those who. Close enough. Close enough.
Here, I'll screen share for everyone. I'll screen share it if I can. All right. There we go. Close enough. Close enough. Google Translate sucks ass. Yeah, we got your comments, Victor Palady. Yes, it sucks.
Dang, what was I saying?
You're the type of girl that's open to breastfeeding.
Yeah, I try to be a balanced person when it comes to issues like this. I try to see, the point of view from both sides. And I'm totally fine with it. I have absolutely nothing against it. I definitely want women to breastfeed their children whenever they're hungry, because we all know babies like to eat every few minutes or so. But at the same time,
There's no law banning from women breastfeeding out in public. I just have to stress that. There's no law.
There's no, and there never should be. At the same time, for those people that for some reason are uncomfortable with it, I think the mom should be just a little more courteous about it. Find something that they can use to keep themselves covered up just enough so that they can do what they need to do, but so that the more prudish people don't get all fussy about it, and then there won't be so much bullying.
Yeah. Like all women, they have breasts, they have nipples. All guys, they have penises and balls, and all women have asses, and all men have asses.
Yeah, like Dr. Phil said, opinions are like butts. Everybody has one. That was pretty cool.
Like, if society wasn't as it is today, you know what? I would have been doing this live show butt naked, to be honest. Because I'm just like, honestly, I don't care.
You've been doing it by yourself.
No, I'm just saying, like, I just wouldn't care because I'm trying to give an example of the truth.
I think you broke up for a second there.
What was that?
You broke up for a second there.
Like what I was saying is, if society wasn't the way it is today, if there wasn't rules about being naked on the internet, I would have done the show completely naked just to prove a clear point that everybody can be naked. There's no rule against it. There's no law against it in the United States.
Well, there kind of is.
Like, well, on YouTube, like if there wasn't a rule to be naked on the internet, I would.
Yeah, that's you. I would not. I would not, but that's me.
Like I would do it just to prove a point. Like, I don't care what other people think about my body. It's my body. I like it the way it is, and I'm just being open about it.
Well, I wish I had that same amount of confidence, because I'm not as comfortable with mine since I gained the weight back after my surgery and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And the last video I posted was actually, there was a controversial issue. Oprah magazine had
I just have to announce I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh, you're a victim responding to his reply?
Yes.
Yeah, he's in Philly, and I am in Dadeville, Alabama. I used to live in Philadelphia, but I moved back in October, so I am here down south. So yeah, you
so
guys.
Yeah. So I know it's early in the morning over where you are. Hey, I have to get up early. I have to get up early in the morning to watch my own live YouTube show. I watch Tokyo Tonight. They broadcast live.
Oh, I'll say
10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's 10 a.m. is early for me.
For you? That's early for you?
It's early for me.
Oh, that's so weird. Like, at 10 o'clock in the morning, for me, I'm at work and nearly finished with the day.
But now with my full-time job, I'm going to have to get up 5 o'clock in the morning.
Where are you working now?
I work at another retirement home.
Oh, okay. I thought you had gotten Costco or Amazon or whichever place you had mentioned.
Nah, no. Costco never called me back for a second interview.
Oh, I'm sorry.
At least I'd be getting better benefits at the new place, at the second nursing place.
That's speaking of which, about what you posted the other day.
Oh yeah, we could reach that towards the end. But let's stay on topic. Like what we were saying before I interrupted you is like I'm skin and bones. Like I don't have the perfect body, but I love my body the way it is. Like, so say there was no rule about going outside your house but naked to do household things outside, I would, because I wouldn't care what other people would think about my body. And if the internet did not have any type of rule, I would be doing this live broadcast but naked. Like, that's just my open opinion. Like, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to be a guy. I'm just being open.
No, I'm glad that you're cool with that. Like I said, me on the other hand, I'm not as comfortable. Like, I don't hate my body, but knowing that I can be a lot smaller than this, because I've seen it when I like, my story about when I first went to the hospital, and
Yes.
it was with renal failure. I went
that's somewhere on the channel. That her story somewhere on the channel. You have to go through the live broadcast to find it. You have to skip through that little scrubber thing on the bottom of the YouTube player.
Yeah, but I went into the hospital weighing 145 pounds, and in those 2 weeks I was in there, I came out weighing about 129. So now that I didn't like that at all. I was very, very thin. I didn't like that because I'd gotten used to seeing myself a bit bigger. But throughout the year, while I was on dialysis, I managed to maintain a weight of, I yo-yoed in the 140s, which was great. I really liked being that small. I was able to wear all kinds of clothes that I definitely could never wear. Especially since when I was 11 years old, I stepped on the scale and it said 151. I said, I was 11 years old. So here I am in my 20s and I'm lighter than I was when I was 11 years old. And I felt great. And I loved being able to wear the smaller clothes. I was wearing in the single digits. I'd never been able to do that before in my life. And I would really like to get back to that. So I don't hate anybody, but I definitely wish I'm definitely wanting to get it back to my pre-weight surgery. If not, maybe a little bit smaller if I can.
All my life, I've been around just naturally around 90, and the most weight I gained was 120. I think I'm hovering between 115 and 118 right now.
Damn.
I don't over the last month, I've been snacking like crazy, eating like crazy, and I gained some weight, but I just burn it off just like that.
Well, your metabolism is obviously a lot faster. Mine isn't.
Yeah.
I have to.
I can't control it.
No one can control it. Well, you can't control your metabolism. But I mean, if you naturally have a faster metabolism, and I naturally don't. For me to rev up my metabolism, I either have to A, work out, or B, add a lot of cayenne pepper to my food. That will rev up your metabolism. Or another thing, I found this out on the radio because they'll often give I forgot which station I listened to, but they often give you tips, to living a healthier life. And I found out that watching scary movies or watching anything scary can help rev up your metabolism because, with the anticipation of something scary happening, your adrenaline, of course, is going, which makes your heart pound more, which just revs up your metabolism, and revving up your metabolism burns fat.
Okay.
So I guess since I watch a lot of scary videos on YouTube anyway,
Victor is having a little problem understanding your little thing that you had, your glenal thing.
My what?
The surgery, glenal, whatever you said.
Renal or kidney failure.
Hold on.
Okay.
Renal is kidney failure. I'm trying to talk so Google Translate works.
Nah, it's fine.
But anyway, back to what you were saying.
I forgot already.
Oh yeah, you're not comfortable with your we're talking about weight, metabolism. You've been watching a lot of scary stuff on YouTube.
Right. Brazil. I want to go to Brazil so badly. I want to go to Carnival. I really want to go to Carnival. That was it's just gonna be so much fun.
I've never been to Brazil, but I would love to go to Japan.
Well, I mean, yeah, I want to go to Japan too, but like I want to specifically go to Brazil.
I want to live in Japan. I want to live there. I want to live in Tokyo.
I don't know where I want to live. I definitely not here. This is just where I am.
Yeah, so you were saying you watch a lot of scary stuff on YouTube, and you say that helps with having the adrenaline going.
Yeah,
makes your
when your adrenaline's going, your heart's pumping, so you're revving up your metabolism that way, and that helps burn fat. So, and honestly, I get more scared watching scary videos than I do watching a scary movie, honestly.
Like, when it's reality based, like Ghost Hunters or something, I really don't get scared. But when it like I'm just doing it for example, but when I do watch a scary movie like Saw, I have nightmares. It's too bloody, too gory for me.
Yeah, it's like I don't think Saw is scary, but it's just really gory. Although there's still that anticipation there, and the killings are so long drawn out that you still get that feeling.
Yeah, like a friend of mine wants to go to see the Max movie, not Mad Max, but about this dog. I really don't want to go see it because I know that I'll bawl my eyes out because I have a soft spot for animals. And
I have so many.
What?
I said I do too. Why do you think I have so many?
Like, if anyone like puts down a dog or just the emotional aspect of that movie will just make me cry. That's why I don't want to see it, because I don't want to be sad the rest of the day, or I just don't want to cry.
No, I totally get it. I was when I made my video explaining, what was making me upset and everything. I was crying too. Like I had grabbed a towel and I was just, because I had like the tears running, it's not coming out of my nose. So it's like, yeah. Yeah, when it comes to my pets, I get really emotional too. So yeah, it's upsetting. But honestly, for these past few months, I can't really say I've had a bad day. There have been some moments in it, but I've just been noticing I've been just a lot happier lately. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I can only chalk it up to after I met the Property Brothers, that I've just suddenly been happier since then. I don't know why. And of course, watching Mark's videos helps out too.
Yeah, like I think I know why the main reason is because we've been having the hangouts lately, and we both have been getting a lot of stuff off our chest.
Oh, well.
Because deep down, if you look at it, right now we're venting our problems.
Venting our problems, debating, breastfeeding.
Venting, like a vent.
Huh?
I'm saying vent, like a vent.
As in rant?
No, yeah, a rant or a vent.
I know what you're talking.
Like we're venting our problems out, and we're talking about it, and that's what's also making us feel better.
Oh no, because during the time I was talking to my mom, yeah, I felt a lot better. I need to listen what a foreigner thinks of Brazil in 5 words. Huh. 5 words. What do you think about what do you think?
Me, I don't know anything about Brazil.
Yeah, I guess that would depend on because we've never been to Brazil. I can only imagine it would be It'd be hot.
Because they are down where the equator is.
Is it raining?
I could tell you about Japan because I have friends that live in Japan. Japan is nice. It's hot and humid right now in Japan. Japan is a free country, just like the United States. Japan is very safe. There is low crime in Japan. And I got friends that live in Japan.
My sister Nora has a pen pal in Japan.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I forgot what her name was. Nanako, something like that.
Inako?
Huh?
Inako?
I forget. I probably have to.
I'm pronouncing it in the I'm using a Japanese accent while I'm saying her name.
Oh,
like to you, it's Inako, but to me, in a Japanese accent, it's Inako.
I think it's Nanako. I don't remember. I have to look at her Facebook page again because I'm sure she's on. I know I saw her on there at some point.
Like I have a YouTube fan. Her name is Mihoku, and
last time.
Yeah, she's my YouTube fan because she comments on every single one of my videos. Like if I say it
one word
in normal Japanese, Mihoku, I'm saying it right. Mihoku. Yeah, a little bit of Japanese accent I'm putting on. Mihoku. Like that.
Okay, I think I got the first word.
Like Tokyo is called Tokyo real fast in Japanese. Tokyo. Osaka.
I think a storm's brewing outside, honestly, because the wind is starting to blow a lot.
Yeah, let me look up the weather radar for your area. Because we have there are storms coming in your area. Because during the weather reports of the news and stuff, they said that there's a lot of stuff coming around.
Yeah, I was at the store and the clerk says she was hoping it would rain soon because it's so hot down here lately. Like it's been in the upper 90s, and she was saying she hopes it rains soon. I was like, that's just gonna make it worse. Of course, if it rains, and it's hot, the humidity is just gonna get worse. All right.
Here's let's see. Hold on.
I was like, that is not Alabama.
Let me drop.
Oh, nope, there we go. That's near the Montgomery area. So
yeah, the wind is picking up.
Yeah, the wind's picking up, but where that is, that's not near me.
I have to go south?
Yeah, I'm further down. Yeah, I'm further in the southeastern part because that's above Montgomery. So that's more north of me.
There's no rain on the Doppler radar around that area.
Yeah, that stuff's not near me. Like we may be getting the effects of it, but that's not near me.
Yeah, you guys are getting the effects of it. I'm
in Montgomery, so we're further down. All we're getting is a bunch of wind.
Yeah, that's from those storms right there.
Yeah, so we're fine. If anything, we'll probably get maybe just wind and a little bit of rain.
All right.
Other than that, we're good.
I could do a future cast. This is what's going to happen in the next 4 hours.
Oh, I see. So it's heading towards us. Okay. Oh yeah, so we're gonna get it. Oh well, good thing I put up my car windows and whatnot.
By 3:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. That's where it's
be knocked out by then. I'll sleep right through it. Or maybe I won't.
Here, you see mine.
Okay. I see it. It's
You
cool.
see the timestamp.
Oh, and it disperses. Okay, so yeah, we'll be fine. Looks like that girl's gonna get her wish.
At least you're getting the wind, like in weather terms, you're getting the effects of the storm before the storm actually goes. Fukushima tsunami. Remember? Japan is made to withstand earthquakes. What happened with the Fukushima incident? It was
yeah. No, I was gonna say I've seen documentaries in Japan. They have very well constructed buildings specifically designed for earthquakes, and they're really impressive.
Exactly.
Now, why can't they do that in California?
I don't know. Like as I was saying, what really happened during the Fukushima tsunami was the tsunami that hit the nuclear reactor that caused the meltdown, because the power plant got flooded with ocean water and the backup generators got flooded out as well. So that's what caused the meltdown, because there was no cooling system in place while everything was going on. But Japan is, the whole country of Japan is completely safe.
I think I got curious about, because he had his face like right up in the camera, so I guess he got a bit curious.
Oh, okay. I got a text.
From who?
Well, I'm actually looking at it on my. I got it on my iMac here.
Oh, okay.
It's from my friend Anthony.
Are you about to pounce, little girl?
All right. Oh, my friend Anthony is watching me on YouTube. Hello, Anthony. How are you?
Aw.
And he can only text me because I don't think he has a YouTube account.
Oh, okay.
So let me put the camera on me. Hello, Anthony. How are you doing? All right. Yes, the tsunami did destroy houses in the Fukushima area because the water destroyed the houses, not the earthquake. Yeah, so yeah, Japan is totally built to withstand earthquakes.
Yeah. Take a note or two, California. You know what? Speaking of earthquakes, they're probably, since I've been living down here, I mean, I grew up down here, so probably the whole time I've been down here, I've only experienced, there was only one earthquake down here the whole time, and I slept through it. Because the next day, of course, everybody was talking about it, and I was really upset.
Okay.
And then, you remember the earthquake that was up there, right?
Yes.
I didn't sleep through that. I was lying down in bed at the time, and I saw my shelf shaking. But see, what I thought is that Oliver was playing on it because he often did that. So when I told him to get away from the bookshelf, I saw him on the other side of the room. But because I was like still half asleep, it didn't really register until I turned the TV on and they're talking about an earthquake. I was like, oh man, I missed another one. I really wish I had been, because of course people in Center City were totally freaked out by it. And I'm sitting here wishing, man, I wanted to experience it.
Like, all right, we're gonna have to say goodbye to Victor Palady on YouTube because he's saying goodbye in the comments over there. He kind of wanted to. He kind of had to start his day because wherever he was, it was morning. So hope to see you next time. And I would like to say hello to my friend Anthony, who's watching. He doesn't have a YouTube account, so he can't participate in the comments. Well,
either way, thanks for watching, and same to you, Victor.
So yeah, during the earthquake here in the Philadelphia area, I was actually, to tell you the truth, I was actually writing a YouTuber. He's my friend. His name is Jim. He's a YouTuber out of Japan, actually. So I was watching him, and I was writing him an email or maybe a comment on one of his videos. So as I'm laying over my bed, I feel something moving. Like I just feel like my bed shaking, and I just I thought both my cats were underneath my bed. Yeah. So I look under to see if my cats are under. They're not under there. I run downstairs to see where my cats are exactly, and I go to the living room. And I see the the chains that you could turn the lights on or the fan on. I see them swaying back and forth. I go, holy shit! It was an earthquake because as I go upstairs, I can still feel the rumbling.
I didn't feel any of that.
It was slight. It was very, very slight. And I look at my plant that I have had on the counter right here, or on my desk right here, which is the plant is long dead now. But I saw the leaves actually shaking. I go, holy shit! Then my iPhone started blowing up with news alerts, and all of a sudden, like how, yeah, my phone started blowing up with news alerts saying there was an earthquake. And I go, holy shit! Like that was my reaction.
Yeah, like I said, I really wish I could have experienced it the same way other people had. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting scared like that. It would have been exciting.
Like I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared at all.
No, I wasn't scared or anything when I found out about it. I was just like the one down here. I was disappointed that I missed it.
Yeah.
But
like I think if you're in a high rise or like a skyscraper or something, you'll definitely feel the swaying back and forth.
Yeah, well. Oh well.
Let's take a quick break, 2-minute break, because I got something I gotta do real fast.
And I'll go check on my nephew.
And we'll be right back.
Alrighty.
And I am back, or we're both back from our short break. I don't know why there seems to be like a 60-second to a minute delay from the live broadcast to YouTube.
Ah. Yeah, that's technology for you.
Yep, technology's slow.
So let's see. What else can we talk a little more?
To my friend Anthony, who's watching, he texted me back. I'm doing very good. I'm doing very good.
Nice to meet you, Anthony. I think I had a friend named Anthony once back in school. Can't remember. I'm sure I did. Somewhere.
Yeah, I cannot screen share the text message because it'll give out his full information, which I don't want to give out my friend's full information.
Duh, of course not. Wouldn't want you to.
Yeah, because as you see, we're back from our break, but the YouTube channel right there still says we're on our break.
Yeah, I know. I noticed.
And since I'm on my MacBook Pro, the reason why I'm not getting a text on my phone is because it's iMessage. So I'm getting the text right through the computer.
It's back up now.
Yep, it is back on. And we're back live.
We've been back live, but...
everyone's cracking jokes on me now.
Hey, I'm still sure at some point they're going to be getting me for the cockroach thing.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Anthony, if you want to watch her get scared of a cockroach that was crawling up on her windowsill, go to the very beginning of the live broadcast, because since we're still live, you can use the little YouTube thing on the bottom to go back to the beginning of the broadcast to watch it. Because it's going to be a while before the recorded version is going to be out on YouTube.
Yeah, enjoy.
So
at least it was a cockroach, because if it was a wasp or a bee or something, then you would have really seen me freak out. Because I can't stand those things.
Like a girl.
Whoa, what?
I'm scared of spiders.
Oh, I guess you froze there for a second, so.
Yeah. As I was saying, I'm scared of spiders. So since I'm scared of spiders, I would scream like a girl.
Oh. No. So yeah, speaking of screaming and watching horror videos and whatnot, have you been watching any more of Mark's videos?
I have not, because I've been, getting things ready for Thursday when I start my new job.
That's it. Are you working again?
Yes. If my friend Anthony's watching, yes. I am starting a third job. So, Anthony, I started working at Ararang with you. Then I went to my second job when I left Ararang. Now, I'm actually starting a third job, which I'll be working, and I'll be getting full-time benefits. And what were you saying before I interrupted you?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
You totally lost your train of thought.
Kind of. It happened.
Oh yeah, about my post, right?
Right. That was a while back. But yeah. Yeah.
About my post.
I felt kind of bad for you, you know?
Like, I do want to work in broadcasting. Like, I want to work behind the scenes of a live TV broadcast.
Is your friend's last name?
What?
Is your friend's last name Alan?
Yes.
Cool. He just liked my Facebook page. Thanks, Anthony. Tell your friends. I need likes and more subscribers.
Create a YouTube account. They can interact with us in the comments right over here. So on a serious note, yes. Basically, ever since I was in the 5th grade, I always wanted to work in local television, working in a live production control room, basically. And I've been working my butt off to get there. I've been working my butt off to get there. And since I grew up with a learning disability, with academic classes, I struggle at. Like, if you've seen my typing, my spelling grammar sucks. Like, I'm trying my best. I'm even taking classes at college to get better at it, but to get better at academics. But in my brain, it just doesn't compute, if you understand what I'm saying. So my first year at college was back in 2008, and I failed all my academic classes. Now, with my film production and TV studio production classes that I took that year, I passed with an A and with a B. But with the 3 academic classes I was taking, I failed all of them. And it drastically took my GPA down. And my college wants me to have a high GPA for me to do an internship. And when I used to work at Six Flags Great Adventure, I had this friend named Riley. Back then, she didn't know what she wanted to do for a career. And I guess it was a year ago, she got internship at KISS FM down in Virginia. Now, after her internship, she actually has a job as a DJ down at KISS FM. And I got kind of jealous, and I had to unfriend her because all her pictures on Facebook were her at work and enjoying her DJ work at KISS FM. So I had to unfriend her on Facebook because I was getting jealous and depressed because she's younger than me and she got into broadcasting. Now, the new job that I start Thursday, I went to orientation. I went to orientation yesterday. And during orientation, there's this guy I'm going to be working with in the kitchen. He is actually an intern at Fox 29 down in Philadelphia.
Oh, nice.
And I just know that I just got jealous and depressed because I like, you don't know how hard I'm working to get that kind of a job in broadcasting. I'm working my ass off to get there, but it frustrates me and depresses me because it seems like I'm working hard and not getting anywhere. They're working. They have an easy way to get into broadcasting, while I'm having a very hard time getting into broadcasting. Like my job, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be a news reporter. I just want to work behind the scenes as a camera guy or in a live production control room.
You know, like I said, you know, you've mentioned your frustrations before, and no, I feel for you, but at least I can say you have a better direction as to, you know, what you want to do. You know, I've mentioned in our other hangouts, and even with my mom, I'm not entirely sure if what I'm currently studying for is what I want to continue to do, because she lives in North Carolina, and they're like big on animal care there. Like, there's so many different animal hospitals and everything, and she told me that and everything, and I told her that I'm not entirely sure if that's what I want to continue to do anymore. You know, I don't know. I think I guess I've just lost my drive, and it's been very frustrating. But I told her I really don't know if I want to continue doing that, and the frustration I felt with that being, you know, 28 years old and still not fully knowing what it is that I want to do. I didn't tell her that I started a YouTube channel. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm not quite ready to
Like none of my family members know that I have a YouTube channel. Only my aunt, who I'm really close with, she's the only one that knows I have a YouTube channel.
Don't you live at home though?
Yes. I just tell everyone just leave me alone. Like I just tell them I'm talking to somebody that's really important, and they just leave me alone.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, my only a few friends of mine know that I've actually started a YouTube channel.
Like is like with all these people around me getting jobs in broadcasting. Like, yes, I'm networking with them. Yes, I'm their friend and I talk to them. But it's hard for them to actually get me into their place of employment. Like, all right, say I started working at Fox 29. And say you wanted to try out to be to do anything inside the studio besides being on camera, it would be hard for me to get you in. So me networking with all these people who are in broadcasting, it's hard for them to get me into their place of employment. And it's just frustrating because I'm working my ass off to get there, and a lot of younger people are getting the job easy and fast. And it's just a little frustrating. And when I see all these people getting there faster, for me, it makes me jealous and it depresses me. And it also frustrates me too.
Yeah, I feel your pain. All I can really tell you to do is to keep praying about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it can only mean something bigger and better is going to be there for you, and perhaps this is just a test about patient.
Like I've been patient since 2008, and to tell you the truth, I don't know how much more patient I can be because I've been patient for years.
I know the feeling. Sometimes I surprise myself with my patience, but I mean, there's nothing else you can do. Sitting around being frustrated about it isn't going to make things any better for you.
Yeah, like my aunt told me when last time I talked to her, because I talked to her about this exact situation, she thinks that maybe broadcasting is not for me. And when I went to orientation yesterday, and this guy said, I'm actually an intern at Fox 29. Down in the core of my body, I just got very angry. I just said, "Oh, I'm so fucking frustrated. I don't know, like, I just got frustrated." Yeah.
But you just get a text.
Yes. My friend Anthony just said, "Keep your head up." Keep
exactly.
Your head up. I'm trying to keep my head up. It's just, seeing other people move ahead of me in the type of field I want to be in is just frustrating.
It's a competitive field. I mean, you have to take that into consideration. It's very competitive.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to miss a lot of opportunities, and there are probably going to be a lot of people that get what you want. But like I said, that's just that when you choose the particular field that you want to be in, you have to consider, how competitive it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. See, you're not on Twitter, right?
No, I'm not on Twitter.
No, yeah, one of the guys that I follow, his tweets are usually full of. He usually has a lot of inspirational things on his that he tweets in. Right now, he just tweeted 19 minutes ago. Actually, I like the last one too. I would love to do I really would love to do a hangout with this guy. His here has been his last few tweets. 2 hours ago, he posted, "No matter what challenges you face, what monster or fear you face, there's really one choice: fight and overcome. You've got this." Mm-hmm. So that one's good. 24 minutes ago, he posted, "We often find the things we've wanted and been searching for forever right when we don't expect them."
Okay.
A good one. And 20 minutes ago, he posted, "Right when we're about to give up, hashtag good things come to those who work, hashtag dream, hashtag achieve." Mm-hmm. With those words, I wish thee good night. I really like this guy.
Yeah, honestly, I'm listening and I'm actually taking it to heart, like what he's saying. Like yes, I'm gonna keep on fighting, but it's just like I just can't help that it angers me having like a coworker that I'm actually gonna work with being an intern at Fox 29. Like it's gonna be like frustrating. Like even though I'm working, it's just gonna be frustrating working with a guy who's already there. Like, I know me and him are going to get along, but I'm just going to keep my jealousy to myself.
Well, I would say good luck with that, because after a while, that it will creep up on you, and pretty soon people are going to start getting that vibe. Yeah. It will eventually illuminate from you. Mm-hmm. So I would advise you, try not to let it get to you if you can help. Like, I understand you're frustrated, but with feelings like that, I can assure you, because I've been there, people will start to notice something's a little off about you.
Okay.
And it's just gonna create a total funk in the whole area. If they don't know what the problem is, there's just something in the air that they know something's not right with this particular person. Yeah. That happened when I got angry at my manager for a time when she kind of yelled at us for stuff. And the words that she said really made me angry, but because I don't like confrontation, I didn't say anything about it. Mm-hmm. I tried to avoid saying anything about it, even when, there were kind of hints about, trying to rally us up, and if there was anything that we wanted to add to, what might be going on, and I would just say no. But for those next few days, even I noticed the atmosphere at work wasn't good. People were kind of on edge, and deep down, I knew it had to do with me. Mm-hmm. And after, my manager and I talked it out, everything's been fine since then. So,
like I'm the same way. I don't like confrontation. Like, if I have a problem with someone, I'll take them aside and talk to them personally. Like with the guy who's an intern at Fox 29, like I know I could talk to him. I know that like he could probably get me in for a tour at the station. But
you should do any little bit that you can do that would get you one step closer to your goal. You should take it. Like I said,
like I just don't know how to hide my jealousy and frustration. That's like
the thing.
I'm gonna have to learn how to deal with it though. Like
that's the thing. That's why you should talk to him. And you know what? I would even go as far to say as to confess how you're feeling. Mm-hmm. That's my opinion. But
honestly, that's what I'm gonna do. Like I'm gonna when we have time at work, I'll take them aside and say, "Hey, that's good that you got an internship at Fox 29. That's the station I would actually like to work for one day." And just tell them calmly, like I'm saying right now.
Maybe you don't even have to say that you're jealous or anything, but you can let him know that that's something that you're really wanting to work toward, and maybe ask him for advice, like, what did he do to get an internship? Tell him what you've been doing, and ask for some pointers. But like I said, if you continue to hold all that inside, eventually they're going to know something's up. And that's just actually going to keep you, it's going to keep you from reaching your goal, because then he might not want to be around you. He's not going to know what exactly it is, but he knows something's not right. And people don't want to be around others like that.
Yeah.
That's a lesson that, I've had to learn, because I used to have feelings of negativity like that, and people wouldn't really want to be around me. And I'm thinking to myself, there's nothing wrong with me. What's your problem? And all that other kind of stuff, where I just keep it to myself. But people will know. They may not know exactly what's going on, but they'll know something's up. And I don't want that for you, especially when you're trying to work towards something like this. Like me, on the other hand, I'm still trying to figure it out. You have your direction as to what you want to do, and it's just getting to it that's getting harder for you.
Yes.
And I understand it's frustrating, but you can't let that get to you, because eventually it will build up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna keep you from obtaining that goal, because you have to be around. I mean, you have to be around people.
Yeah,
and
like
the thing that you have these people that are in the industry, or at least getting in there. I would even go as far as say you should refriend your friend that you unfriended.
Okay.
I'm saying that a few times fast.
Like, I had nothing against Riley. I was just jealous that she has.
No, I understand. But I think you should refriend her, and do I suggest it? Ask her what she did. Ask her how's it going, because you never know when an opportunity might come up.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Like the main, like honestly, like I have asked people in the past, how do you get the internship, or how did you get your foot in the door at this broadcasting company? They said, I got an internship. My grades and GPA were up to standard for my college, and that's how I got the internship. And since I failed all my classes in 2008, getting my GPA up has been very difficult. And I looked into it. The only way to actually get in is doing one or a few internships a semester.
Okay. Did you say that a community college you were or wanting to go to had journalism or something like that?
My community college I go to currently, they have a video cinema department.
Okay.
So it's radio broadcasting, TV broadcasting, cable broadcasting, even film related learning as well. It's all in one.
That's good.
And so far, for all my film classes that I took and all my audio and TV production classes, I passed with A's and B's.
That's good.
But
have you gotten a letter of recommendation from anybody?
No.
Or asking for that? Yeah, that's always a plus.
Yeah, I don't know how to go about that.
That's something you should look into, because even if you may have the learning disability and everything, you've been around people and instructors who have seen your work and probably been impressed, and you can ask them for a letter of recommendation, which you could somehow maybe give to one of your, like I said, you never know when a position may be open, so you should get a letter of recommendation, maybe keep it for reference purposes.
Okay, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
These are just things that because what I'm telling you, these are things that I was going through, trying to get into a good college when I was still in high school and everything. I mean, it never happened.
Like my friend Anthony Allen said, I am a proud Bucks County Community College student.
Right, Oliver? You want to go away? All right, fine. What is with you? Seriously. No, but yeah, you should definitely, take some of those ideas into consideration because you just never know. And yeah, I would suggest you talk to your friend or your coworkers instead of, bottling up all that, that jealousy and frustration.
Yeah.
I don't want you to.
I'll definitely get in contact with Ron Feedback. He was my TV. He was everything. I'm gonna see about getting a letter of recommendation from him. And John Sheraton was my audio teacher at Bucks County Community College. So I'm gonna see if I can get a letter of recommendation. And honestly, my other coworkers, I'm gonna see about honestly getting a letter of recommendation from them as well.
That's good. And I would also tell you ask your friends to subscribe to your channel or check your videos out and see what they think about think about that. Maybe you can grab some pointers for them. Any little thing you can do to improve what you're doing, like little baby steps.
Like honestly, the other day, with this green Tokyo Tonight T-shirt, the other day I actually did a green screen on it. I just haven't uploaded it to YouTube yet.
Cool.
I was just with my iPhone, basically recording myself with the internal camera right here.
Okay.
And I was just filming myself, and basically I put it in the video editor, and I did a green screen on the Tokyo Tonight T-shirt.
Cool.
I just put a still background on it, behind it, and just need to upload it to YouTube, basically.
Yeah, because I haven't uploaded the video I just did a little while ago. I'm gonna upload it to my computer, and I'm gonna download the link you sent me and everything, and probably I'm gonna try to play around with it a bit, and see if I can get a good video out of it. Right, Oliver? Silly cat. But so yeah, I'm sorry for your frustration, but there's plenty that you can do to get back on the right track. And
okay.
Yeah, and I would just hope that you take some of my suggestions into consideration. Like I said, they're not suggestions based on me having done what you're doing, but for me having done similar things, trying to get in somewhere.
Yeah.
Even though
that's
not saying it can't work out for you.
Yeah. Let me put the camera on me for a second. Drop the lower third. Honestly, I want to work at Fox 29 because if you look at my desktop, I don't know if you can see it. It says "Good Day Philadelphia." I'm a humongous fan of Fox 29 down in Philadelphia. It's all because of the Good Day Philadelphia anchor called Mike Jarek. He brings fun. He brings fun and interesting. He brings fun and this is what I'm going to say: fun and train wreck to the news. Watching Good Day Philadelphia, so interesting, and that's what made me interested in broadcasting. Is because I didn't know broadcasting can be so fun. So one day I just happened to ask, I wrote Mike Jarek an email. I asked, hey, is there any way I can actually sit in on a live broadcast? So I went in for a station tour, and I also got to sit in on about 3 live broadcasts. And honestly, when I was there, I made connections with the people who work there, even the behind the scenes staff who works there. See? And when like I have a picture on
since then.
Like I have a picture on Facebook. I don't know if you saw them of me taking a picture in front of the news desk and stuff.
I mean, I'll have to look at it again.
I have it on my phone. I can show you.
Like, how many more times have you done that?
Like it was 2 years ago. I sat in on a live broadcast, and it was a year ago where I got taken at. I went for a station tour with my friend Courtney.
I should say you should do it again. Oh, check it out. That is awesome.
Hold on, it's not.
Part to that was walking by the building downtown. Because I would usually get off at 5th Street and walk by the building.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I saw those pictures.
Yeah, like that was a year ago with my friend Courtney. We are every college semester in the fall, there's this thing called Broadcast Pioneers of Philadelphia. So every college student can actually do it because they're college students. And since I'm a current college student at Bucks County Community College, I could do this every fall. And I told my friend Courtney, hey, I know people at Fox 29. If you want a station tour, I could get you in for a tour. So I managed to pull that off with the connections that I have. But with the connection, that's me and my friend Courtney.
Cool.
But with the connections I do have at Fox 29, I actually cannot get in to work. They said the best way to get into the station and work is to do a few internships there at the TV station. So I have connections there.
That's great.
I could even say I have friends from out of town that want to take a tour of Philadelphia. Say one day we walk by the TV station because it's in Old City, Philadelphia, and that's where basically the tourist attractions are, like Independence Mall and stuff like that.
I remember.
So since I have connections to know people at the station, I could just walk by with my friends saying, like, all right, let's go down to Penn's Landing. And when we're walking by a station, people could say, hey, Ben, how are you? like literally, that's how well they know me.
That's all, and that's always a good thing. That is always a good thing.
Like, the problem is, I have connections, but I just don't know how to use them to get in, if you know what I mean.
You'll figure it out.
Like, they're all saying, oh, get your GPA up so you can actually, but I'll be starting a full-time job, so I'll have to take one class a semester now to get my GPA up. But I know I'll get there, but it's going to be, I just got to, like Anthony said, I gotta get as much stuff done and keep on paving my own path there.
I like that. Right, Oliver? Really? Oh.
What are your cats doing?
No, I was on my Facebook page and somebody posted that her kids think she's weird because she puts applesauce on her pork chops. That's the only way to eat it.
That's the best way. My grandparents make pork chops and they literally pour applesauce on it, and I love it.
I love that. We first saw that Brady Bunch episode. I think that's where everybody got from.
So yeah, like, even though it's frustrating, I'm gonna try my best to pave the path there, and I'm gonna try not to get jealous or or frustrated or depressed over it anymore.
Yeah, if you do, you've got friends that you can talk to.
Yep. I got you. I got my friend Anthony. I got a bunch of friends I could talk to vent my feelings.
And if you're feeling even more down, I could always recommend a good Markiplier video for you to laugh at. No, seriously, he uploaded one this morning. Apparently, he was trying to upload videos, but his computer broke or something like that.
Okay.
He's on his knees, like bowing down, saying he's slapping the floor. And this dude must not be very flexible because you can see him turning red in the face after just a few times bending. I'm like, dude, how hard is it just to do that? But I was watching it at work and it just cracked me up. My coworkers were laughing at me because I was watching it and whatnot. But
okay.
What they noticed about it, well, they didn't notice the video at first. It was my ringtone. Because if you go to an app called Zedge, they'll have these unique ringtones, and they have they got some clips from some of his videos, or the audio from some of his videos, and you can download that as a ringtone or as a notification.
Mm-hmm.
The first time they heard my ringtone, it actually scared one of my managers. Because in the beginning, he's just like nervously talking, but then he starts screaming.
Okay.
Blabbling all nervously, and she said it just scared the crap out of her. So I was like, my dad, he listens to WMMR in the mornings, and they do hilarious stuff in the mornings. And whatever hilarious stuff that they do, they actually upload it to MMR's website as ringtones, and you can download it onto your phone. There's this ringtone that he uses all the time. It's called, the guy is actually yelling, pick up your phone, like at the top of his lungs. So people who hear it in the stores jump, like literally jump, because it scares the crap out of them. No, one of my friends, it was Marion's friend, had a ringtone that would, it started out soft but get louder. It would be like, hey, your phone's ringing. Hey, your phone's ringing. Hey, your phone's ringing. I wish I could have heard that. That would have been hilarious.
I heard that one before, yes. Like, I think I 100% know that a lot of people use that ringtone. Like, do you remember the old flip phones?
Yeah.
That's when I noticed a lot of people using that ringtone.
No, my mom used to have that clip of Stewie yelling out "Mom" all those times whenever we would call.
I definitely heard that one.
Yeah, that one's cute.
Mom. I'm
like, oh no, my baby's calling me.
Mom.
I had a manager when her son called her. She had that ringtone for him.
Mommy, can I suck on your titties?
Who has that ringtone?
No, I was just joking there.
Oh,
I just had to get that joke in there. I made that on the spot.
That's weird.
I just had to be funny for a second there.
Oh, okay.
I saw that opportunity. I just go, Mom, can I suck on your nipples? I just had to be funny. I just have that opportunity right now.
Is that a reference from something?
No, I just totally made them both up just on the spot.
Ah. Okay.
I was just trying to be funny.
What is wrong with you? Oh, there you are. Now just.
What happened?
Nothing. I had 2 notifications and I was trying to check them, but I guess my phone's getting hot. not my phone, but my computer's getting hot.
My Facebook's been acting up. Like the homepage, well, I guess they fixed the problem now, but Facebook wouldn't even load up when I was doing it earlier.
Ah, that's exactly what I thought it was.
Like right now, my MacBook Pro is running at 126 degrees Fahrenheit.
Mm.
Like I literally have the fan running at full speed, but if I were to put the fan at normal running speed, it will get up to like 215 degrees.
Oh.
Yeah, so what else would you like to talk about before we end the live broadcast?
I can't really think of anything at the moment, unfortunately.
I guess we're all out. Yeah, so basically at the beginning of the broadcast, we were talking about breastfeeding. It was Zenith's idea to talk about breastfeeding because she saw an article about it.
Saw a couple of articles about, how new moms today are getting bullied over it. So we had a friendly debate about that. And I think, we both made a few good points about it. So,
and that's all the way at the beginning of the video if you're watching the recorded version of it. Then we went on to, other stuff as well. We went into, girls just walking around braless and stuff like that because of hot summer days. And we just kept on the subject. You just got to go to the beginning of the video to watch all that. Like me, I have a open opinion about it. Like me, I'm just totally open. I don't care. Like every girl has boobs and a vagina and a butt. All guys have a penis, balls, and a butt. Like honestly, if they're like I said in the beginning of the video, if there was no law for indecency and exposure, I literally would go out in public butt naked because I don't care what people would think of my body. That's just my honest opinion.
Hush!
Like, even though I don't have muscles or anything, like I'm just skin and bones, I literally wouldn't care what people would think.
Speaking of muscles and whatnot, have you been working on those swag techniques that I sent you?
No. I've been too busy. Like, to be honest, I've been too busy. Like, I've been juggling work and doing paperwork and stuff for the new job. But I got all my W-4 and all that taken care of. Today is basically my only break between starting my full-time job on Thursday. Tomorrow, I put in my 2 weeks at my current employment.
Okay.
And for this third half of this live broadcast, we've been talking about careers and stuff and what's basically pissed me off this week.
Yeah, and I talked about my frustration of having to take my little babies to a shelter.
Oh yeah, we didn't touch on that subject quite a bit. We actually totally skipped that because
you want to hear the my full little rant or whatever on it, you can just I'll be uploading a video about it soon, and you can check that out.
All right. Yeah, like do we have time to reach on the that subject? Because I got plenty of over here where I am, I got plenty of time.
Well, I'm actually getting a bit sleepy, but yeah, we have a few more minutes.
All right.
Like I said, my frustration about that was, I if I had, the money, or if I had my own house, I would keep them all, but I can't. I do have to be considerate of the other people that live with me.
Okay.
As much as I really couldn't care less, honestly. But I can't keep all of them as much as I want to, and I've tried for several weeks to get them adopted out, and that did not fall through. And the kittens are 13 weeks old, so I have to take them to the shelter. I've stalled long enough. Like I originally said, I was going to do it when they were 8 weeks old, because that's the minimum of an age that they can start being away from their mom. But they're 13 weeks old now. So.
And you live down in Alabama, and you live like where there's less population.
Not so much as less populated. Well, it kind of is. There are more people in Philly than there is in the entire state. Not only that, we're just so spread out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how many shelters are there down there?
There are plenty of them. It's just that,
like, is there any that are non-put down shelters?
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Fortunately, one, I live way too far away from them, and two, for the most part, you have to live in that particular county, and I can't see any information about them allowing you to surrender your pet. They're more of, they've taken strays out of shelters or off the street and given them a shelter, giving them a home, not so much people giving them up.
Okay.
And I said, like, me that.
Yeah, because literally, I would, if I was in your situation, I would take them like to a shelter that will not put animals down.
Like I said, the closest one is like 7 miles away. And as much as I would love to make the drive all the way out there, I don't have the money for gas like that. And it's very upsetting. It's very upsetting. It probably wouldn't be so upsetting if I hadn't bonded with them or anything like that. So, yeah.
Like, honestly, this might sound cruel to people who are watching. I bond quicker to animals than I do with people. And yes, like, it'll take me like 2 days to bond with the animal. Then having to give them up, honestly, you'll see me cry or break down or something like that.
I'm the exact same way. Right, little.
Like, I used to have a third cat. He got really sick. We didn't have the money to actually do surgery on him. We had to do some kind of reconstruction surgery because whatever broke, whatever happened, it was life-threatening to him. Right. So we actually had to put him down. And if we didn't take him to the vet or to the vet hospital in Langhorne, and like between my mom getting home from work and stuff like that, the cat was going to like die in the house before she got home from work. And I was literally crying because I didn't want to take my cat to the vet to be put down. Like, as soon as my sister got home, I said, can you put the cat in the cat crate and take him to the hospital? Because I really don't want to go. And my sister didn't know how to get there, but I did. So we had to go in. I was crying. So my sister had to do all the talking because I was doing a lot of the crying. I couldn't get myself together to actually talk.
Yeah.
So
it really sucks.
Like,
think of them as family.
Mm-hmm. Like, it sucks that we bond, me and you bond very easily with cats and dogs.
Yeah. But all I can do is pray that no one shows them favoritism.
Are you allowed to go there on your days off to see how they're doing? Like to make sure that they actually get a...
I'm sure I could do that, but I'd rather not do it. It'd be too painful for me.
Okay.
Giving them up is bad enough to constantly go to see, if they've been adopted or something. That would really hurt me.
Okay.
I'd wind up spending the money to adopt them back. I know I would probably do that. So,
now, what is the inconvenience of keeping the two?
none for me.
I mean, for your family, for your sister and her son.
Heck if I know. Devin likes the cats. He loves them. I honestly don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because it's a small house, and there are currently more animals in it than there are humans. I honestly don't know. It wouldn't be an inconvenience for me. I mean, sure, it sucks a bit that one of them has a digestive problem, so there's a lot of poop stains around that really keep off the floor. But and of course, cleaning out the litter boxes isn't fun. But other than that, it's not a big deal to me.
Like, have you talked to your sister and and asked her if the kittens were an inconvenience?
Of course, I have. I don't,
And my guess is she said no, they're not an inconvenience, right?
I don't know. I don't remember what she said, but she's constantly talking about them. And honestly, I don't know why. She keeps at me like that. Especially
like keeps at you like how?
Huh?
Like she keeps at you like how?
Like keeps trying to ask, when are you getting rid of them? When are you getting rid of them? And all that. Stuff. And I don't know. And besides, eventually they will need their shots and exams and flea treatments, and the needs to be fixed. Her daughter would need to be fixed. He will have to be spayed, and it's just going to cost. It's just going to cost me a lot more than what I've got right now. So at this time, I can't afford to take care of them.
Okay.
So, yeah. So
now that's where I'm starting to see the inconvenience.
It's more financially inconvenient than anything else. Because I want to make sure they're well taken care of. That's the thing. Well, I said this I'm keeping her because I've always wanted a fluffy cat.
So you're actually, given two back. I mean, you're given two to the shelter.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah. I hate to do it. I really do.
Yeah.
Because they're there, I have no control of what goes on, and they make sure they let you know that there is a chance that they can be euthanized, and that's a risk that I have to take. I definitely don't want it because they're perfectly healthy cats and nothing's wrong with them. But of course, shelters fill up quickly and not all of them get adopted. So I don't know.
I wish there was a non-put-down shelter where you lived.
Yeah, I wish there was somewhere much closer by, but unfortunately, there isn't. And listen, the ones that are, you need to be a resident of that particular county So there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there is, but like I said, it's the whole thing just sucks. The whole thing just sucks.
I definitely feel for you there with the cats and stuff.
Yeah. But what can I say?
Yeah.
I just do what I need to do.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, we're getting close to, we're 10 minutes away from 12 o'clock here on the East Coast.
And 11 o'clock, a more southern coast.
No, you're Central Time, so it's almost, yeah, you're Central Time.
Yeah, it's almost 11 here.
Yeah. So I guess we'll wrap it up and we'll start saying our goodbyes. So I'll start since I have some plugging to do, since my shirt is a part of someone else's YouTube channel and their live broadcast. So I am using a Tokyo Tonight t-shirt. I bought it because I wanted to do green screen on my video vlogs. And Tokyo Tonight is a live YouTube show on Hiko Saemon. That's a YouTube channel. So go to Hiko Saemon, subscribe to that YouTube channel, and every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, he has a show called Tokyo Tonight. His show is strictly an hour and 20 minutes long. And if you want your own Tokyo Tonight t-shirt, there is a link in the description below. It's Gimmeabreakman.spreadshirt.com, and you can get your own Tokyo Tonight t-shirt. And Give Me a Break Man is also a YouTuber. So the link to his YouTube channel is in the link below. He also, Give Me a Break Man, also has a second channel called Give Me a Flake Man. It's all in the description below, and subscribe to their channels. And also in the description below is a link to thePhoenixQueen's YouTube channel as well, and subscribe to her channel. Anything you want to say before we actually wrap up?
All I can say is, thanks for hanging out with us. There were a few topics that may have been a little more out there than what we've normally talked about. But hey, we're both open-minded people, so a few good debates are always a good thing.
And that will be, the good debates will be in the very beginning part of the video. In the YouTube tracker thing, it will be all the way over here. And yes, I have a very open mind, so don't be surprised of what I say in the beginning of the video.
Yep. But other than that, like I said, the links to our channels and to his Tokyo Tonight all are in the description below. So check them out. Subscribe to our channels because we'd love to have you with us.
And the recorded version of tonight's Hangout is going to be up in at least 24 hours to 48 hours because we got some editing to do in the description box and stuff like that. So this is our last Hangout for a while because Thursday I start my full-time job and I don't know how I'm going to feel all my days off. So for a little bit of time, we will not be doing a Hangout. But if Zenith does decide to get a powerful computer, like say she does get enough money for a more powerful computer, she will probably do her own live Hangouts at some point.
This computer, but we'll have to see.
So anyway, that's it for the time being. And like I always say in my video, I'll see everyone in my next video or my next YouTube video.
And as I usually say, well, I don't feel like saying it tonight, But just want to say thank you again for checking our videos out. Thank you for hanging out with us. And I hope to talk to you guys soon.
And thank you for everyone who participated in the comments, in the live comment section over here. And if you want to participate in the comment section on the recorded version comment section will be down below. And I hope my friend Anthony had a good time watching us for the last half of the live broadcast, which is probably an hour long or more. I hope my friend Anthony enjoyed the hangout. And well, I'll definitely let you know when we're doing the next hangout. And like I always say, bye-bye for now, and I'll see everyone in my next video.
All right, everybody, take care.